Hey guys, today we have a brand new Minimates review. Today we have the X-Men Curse of the Mutants set. Yeah, now this is a recently released set based off of the Curse of the Mutants storyline in which everybody had to deal with vampires and stuff. As you can see, it's got Dracula, Blade, awesome, Vampire Wolverine, and Vampire Jubilee. So 4 vampires, 1 sort of new character, pretty much. Dracula, Blade, Vampire Wolverine, and Vampire Jubilee. Dracula. Betrayed by his son Xarius, Dracula was revived by the X-Men to assist them in their war with his offspring. But the true king of vampires needs no help from mutants. Dracula vows to deal with his son in his own way. Blade. Although he helps the X-Men obtain a vampire test subject so they weren't going to cure for Jubilee, Blade objects to their plan to revive Dracula. It is Blade who discovers Xarius' plan to invade San Francisco, especially the mutant sanctuary, Utopia. Vampire Wolverine. Few X-Men would be able to stand up to Wolverine under normal circumstances, but a vampiric Wolverine in the grips of bloodlust is nigh unstoppable. It's too bad his mutant healing factor doesn't work on the vampire virus. Vampire Jubilee. Jubilee may have lost her mutant powers, but is targeted by Xarius' forces for her bond with Wolverine. Infected by a vampire virus, Jubilee is turned by Xarius himself, and is in his thrall when her former partner comes to rescue her. Blood! Okay, first up we have is Dracula, who is fashionably sensible. Good lord, this guy. I don't get why Marvel made him look like this. I thought making Dracula look stupid was stupid. But, whatever. As you can see, he's decked out in red and black with this sort of weird dress, coat, cape thing on. It's kind of shredded. Looks nice. He's got some gauntlets on, which are actually reuse of Vigo from Ghostbusters, as his boots are, too. Both decked out in red. And there's some weird pointing stuff on his legs, basically. And it's all just weird looking. His head looks nice. It's this weird looking scarred old man face. And this hairpiece, it's new, but it's stupid. It's not stupid. The design of the character is stupid, but it looks alright. He's got big earrings, a long flowing ponytail, and white hair. Now, I'm sorry, but that's a recipe for fabulous! I believe Marvel actually had Dracula back in the 1970s that looked like this. Because this is Dracula, not this. This. But I digress. Articulation-wise, he can do most of the comic things except for his shoulders, because his cape is stupid. And his head can't move up and down. And he can't move at the feet. And he can't really move backwards at all. Yeah, kind of a fail. Even more fail is his accessory. It's a sword. Now, it looks pretty cool looking, don't you think? Well, his hand is too... The sword is actually too small to fit in his hand. Because it ends before it can reach. Now, that's fail. Because the only way to actually hold him hold the sword, is by holding it by the handle. Like that. That just looks stupid. But a normal Minimate hand can hold the sword perfectly well. So there's that. You can give classic Dracula the sword. Good lord! And his feet always keep coming off on mine for some odd reason. It's just a weird looking figure, basically. Next up is a figure I was quite waiting for, Blade! And this is a brand new Blade. Based off his modern look, which is in turn based off of the Blade television series. I have no idea why, but there you go. As you can see, Blade is wearing all black. And has no sleeves, of course. As you can see, he's got some fingerless gloves, which is nice. Completely all black uniform, basically. Belt. It's a reuse of Deadpool's butt gun belt from the Deadpool set in Wave 28. His face. It looks pretty cool on mine. You can see he's got some ears, little goatee, and he doesn't have fangs. Last time I checked, he was a vampire. And he's got a hole in his head. Don't know why. I don't really care for it. It's not a big deal on me. But I know some people don't like it. He has also this. The sword sheath of awesomeness. And underneath his little battle vest, which looks really cool, by the way, he's got a tank top, which is pretty cool, but doesn't have any detailing on the back, so it just kind of goes there. But that is an alternate pose you could put him in, if you so choose so. Articulation-wise, Blade can do most of the normal Minimate stuff. He can move at the arms, shoulders, and such, and waist. But his left leg is, like, stuck. It, like, will not move, like, at all. And, like, good lord, the foot keeps falling off, too. I'm probably just gonna take a normal set of black Minimate legs and throw this off him. Because, good lord, it's really bad. Accessory-wise, Blade comes with 2 swords, which are in the sheath, which is removable, and they look quite cool. And also, he has a handgun, which I have in the butt holster right now, which is a weird kind of space age looking thing. I think it might be like a serum injector of like a vampire cure or something. But it looks silly, if that's not the case. But he can hold it, and it does look pretty alright. It's pretty cool looking, actually. And that's Blade. I like Blade. Overall, it's a pretty good figure. Except for the issue with the leg. Next up, we have Vampire Wolverine. It's Wolverine as a vampire, basically. This is actually Wolverine's modern costume, I do believe, but with vampire face. Pretty good detailing everywhere. I quite like this figure. He's got his X and his X. And just regular Wolverine detailing. He's got these stupid clawed things, which I really wish they'd start using the X-Men Origin Wolverine claws because they're just way superior. Headpiece is... I'm not sure if it's new. It's probably still reused. And he's got his little cowl thing. That was featured on Brown Wolverine. But now it's in standard Wolverine color. So there you go. Nothing on the back, which is quite sad. I was kind of hoping for a normal Wolverine, so it could be normal Wolverine of modern day. Kind of a shame, but oh well. Articulation-wise, he can do normal Minimate stuff. Nothing really prohibited. Except he can't really move up and down that much. And that's just about it for Wolverine. He does come with an accessory, though, which is... bleh. It's the head piece that came with Brown Wolverine, which is quite possibly the worst Wolverine mask I've ever seen. Not as bad as the X-Force box set Wolverine, though. Which he can wear this, but I would highly advise you don't do that because I swear to God... yeah, it's not gonna... yeah, I'm not even gonna try it. This thing is probably gonna stick there and never come off, and if it does come off, it's gonna tear off paint. But I had an idea. Take normal Wolverine from Wave 28 if you can afford him. And take that cowl off. And there you go. We've got how he should look. And actually, if you look at the box, he's actually wearing that hat, this head. Dang. But, also, speaking of this, you could also take the face from Wave 28 Wolverine. Take this off, take the vampire head off, put the normal head on, then put said mask on, and you have modern Wolverine. I'm sorry, but that's like the easiest custom ever. And it's kind of a shame that we're not going to get modern Wolverine. Now, we will be getting Astonishing Wolverine in Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Wave 2, but it's not going to have that X thing. Oh well. Vampire Wolverine's alright, I guess. Some flaws in the figure, but it's okay to play with. It's pretty fun. Okay, finally we have Jubilee. Or, well, Jubilee. As you can see, she's got like this weird kind of dominatrix, sexy, sort of, not really, weird costume with black lipstick and a new headpiece, actually, which is pretty nice. On the back, nothing, but she does have gloves. That's nice to always get the fingerless gloves on it. And then there's the chest. Good lord, that's last time I checked, Jubilee was quite young. And that's... yeah. She's got a necklace. Not really much to say about Jubilee, but very different from her normal costume, which is a giant trench coat, yellow, with sunglasses. And this is, well, it's not really Jubilee. Well, it is, because last time I checked, Jubilee is still a vampire in the comics, even post this story. Even though Wolverine's back to normal, somehow. God, you comics are confusing. But she can do all the normal mate stuff, and yeah. Not really much to say about Jubilee, other than, wow, that's a interesting chest. So, overall, that was the X-Men Curse of the Mutants box set. Pretty good set. It's alright. Dracula is kind of a boring figure. It's alright. Blade's really good. Really fun figure. Vampire Wolverine, it's still pretty good. And Jubilee's just boring. You probably aren't going to want this set if you're not a huge fan of the characters. But if you want a new Blade, which last time I checked he wasn't... was he important in the storyline? I don't even remember. Overall, have a great day.